Welcome to another week of Litter Media Live broadcasts here on Facebook Live as well as YouTube. I'm Dan Ramey, and Sniffles is with us.
Yes.
Aaron Glandon, back at it again.
I'm feeling better, but I'm still a little stuffy. So,
and if he has to go off camera for a moment to clear out his nasal passages, we'll allow you to do that.
Okay.
But then that leaves me pushing buttons. That's probably not a good idea.
The same buttons that I've been pushing. So.
Ooh, that's right. Ooh. You're not contagious, though.
I'm not sure.
Has anyone else gotten sick after you?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Oh, that's good. I don't want to get sick. But that's fine. It's fine. You're okay. Stay where you are.
Okay.
Let's look at the weather. Looking at sunshine for today. In fact, not only today, but each day this week. Temperatures will reach the mid-70s for us through Wednesday. Then cooling off, 59 expected to be the high on Thursday. Let's round that up to 60. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Overnight low temperatures will be in the 40s both Tuesday and Wednesday. But right now, beautiful sunshine and a great-looking fall day for you. It was a pretty good weekend as far as that respect goes as well, which has to be frustrating when you have a cold.
It was frustrating.
Yes.
You didn't get to go out and enjoy it.
Precisely. Nothing like staying indoors and huddling up with your cup of whatever chicken noodle soup or what?
I got some clear soup from Hometown Hibachi.
Gotcha.
Have you ever had clear soup?
I have not.
It's delicious.
Is clear soup a lot like hot water?
It's a kind of broth. I don't know.
Broth.
Yeah.
Gotcha. It's like there are certain places that have chili that I don't want to know what's in it. I just want to eat it.
Did you see Grater's is making a Skyline chili flavored ice cream?
I have not seen that.
They are.
Not sure how that would taste.
I don't know.
I'm picturing the two together, and it's not looking good. No.
But they're doing it, and one of our listeners,
because they can.
One of our listeners has to tell us how it is. Traffic Light Sports, you do it.
Yeah, he would jump right on that, I'm sure. Coming up in a moment, let's take a look at what's happening with news as well as sports and this date in history. It's all just ahead. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is your trusted comfort advisor. Click on this ad anywhere you see it when you log on to our website, littermedia.com. And it'll take you right to their website, which is accuratehvac.com. You'll find out more about their vast territory that they cover here in southern Ohio, stretching from Columbus all the way down to Portsmouth, and then from over to Athens on to Dayton. That's a big area, and they handle it all. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652. Haynes Total Healthcare Center has been handling chiropractic needs, physical therapy needs, and nutritional needs for 50 years now, celebrating their golden anniversary. So happy anniversary to Haynes Chiropractic Center. If you want to click on this ad at lettermedia.com, it takes you to hayneshealth.com, where you can find out more about their services and the history and all their doctors on staff. Check it out now at hayneshealth.com. You can follow along with us on our website, lettermedia.com, for some of the stories we'll be sharing with you today, and some of them also available on our social media, which you'll find links to our social media in the upper right-hand corner of the front page there. there should say the homepage of littermedia.com.
Yes.
In news, late last week, there you see the photo of Dr. Ron Smith, the Ohio Christian University president, announcing that he was stepping down from the post due to health reasons. The university stated that we are grateful for the time that he spent at OCU. We wish him and his family all the best and pray God's hand of protection on him. Dr. Smith assumed the OCU presidency in January of 2023, and the university is currently in the process of seeking his successor.
Ohio University Chillicothe has honored the contributions of benefactors who have endowed and donated to scholarships for Ohio Chillicothe students. The university recently celebrated the accomplishments of student scholarship recipients at their annual scholarship recognition luncheon. OU Chillicothe, through the Ohio University Foundation, provides support to students through 58 endowed scholarships, which translates to $118,000 in scholarships awarded this year. During the 2023-24 academic year, Ohio Chillicothe students received over $600,000 in support through both institutional general funds and endowed scholarships from the Ohio University Foundation.
Hocking Hills Adventures completed a river cleanup over the weekend with the help from AmeriCorps members. This all happened on Saturday. Despite the colder temperatures, they removed 26 tires from just a 2-mile stretch of river. Prior to the event, an administrator for Hocking Hills Adventures stated having counted approximately 50 tires in a 5-mile stretch from the river from Sugar Grove to Rock Bridge.
What are they doing in there?
Well, it's crazy how these things, whether it be from flooding or people just being abusive, just tossing tires into the river. I know a lot of these kayaking places like the Hocking Hills Adventures, they see it all.
Yeah.
And a lot of their regulars, they go down and they take trash bags with them and collect garbage along the way, just from either stuff that runs off from rain or just total disregard for nature from people that are camping or kayaking and just tossing whatever they want.
Quit throwing your tires in the river.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, don't want to do that.
And that's our message from Litter Media. The annual Jackson County 4-H volunteer training is scheduled for Thursday, November 14th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Cantor's Cave 4-H Camp. RSVP at go.osu.edu/volunteer training RSVP.
And we followed up on this. This is Jackson County's 4-H volunteer. When we looked at the post on our Facebook page, it just said 4-H. But it's specific to Jackson County. I did check with Ross County 4-H earlier today, and they tell me that their training is not until January 21st and 22nd, and then they'll also have a third date on February 8th, all taking place at the Ross County Service Center. So just wanted to pass that along to you. OhioMeansJobs Fayette County has an open house scheduled for Friday, November 22nd, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Fayette County office is on the lower level of 133 South Main Street in Washington Courthouse. You can learn more at omjfayettecounty.com. Our road report has work for resurfacing on US 23 between George Hollow Road and Cox Road in Ross County. That'll occur daily for this construction, and at least one lane will be maintained for the duration of the project, which is expected to be completed the winter of 2024. I wonder if that means, we're still going to be doing this into December?
I don't know.
Because winter officially begins.
Yes, it does.
December 21st, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah. Coming up in a moment, we'll take a look at sports. A lot of high school postseason stuff continues for many of our kids, so details are just around the corner. But first, Scioto Valley Dumpsters. Give them a call at 740-253-8389. If you have a need for a dumpster, personally or for your business, Scioto Valley Dumpsters can help. 740-253-8389. Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
I'm a busy woman, and I'm not ready to slow down. Tiffany's hip pain was interfering with her career and active lifestyle until she came to the Adena Orthopedic and Spine Institute.
Dr. Meshbach told me about same-day surgery. I said, I want it now, and I wanted it yesterday.
After a successful procedure, Tiffany was home the very same day and on her way back to enjoying the community she calls home. At Adena, we do what we love, so you can too.
Big yards, small yards, hilly yards, silly yards. Every yard is unique, and every yard, no matter how much you love it, can be uniquely frustrating to mow. That's why Country Clipper is designed to tackle any obstacle imaginable. It's the perfect mower for even the most imperfect yard. Country Clipper, engineered for easy.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today. Time for sports, and we begin with our high school roundup for you today. And high school cross-country runners throughout Ohio took the next step toward their goal of reaching a state championship with district qualifications on Saturday. Chillicothe boys cross country, competing in the Division I class, finished one spot out of qualifying as a team in the district meet. Jaden Beverly and also Daniel Herf finished 11th and 13th, and they will move on to the regionals. In Division II, Fairfield Union ran away with the Division II boys district team championship as defending state champ Andrew Walton won the individual title. They'll be joined in the regionals by Warren, Unioto, Vinton County, Athens, Waverly, Wheelersburg, and Hillsborough's teams. In the D2 girls district meet, 7 teams advanced on to the regionals, with Athens first. Division III boys saw Rock Hill win the team title, followed by Lynchburg Clay. West Union won the girls Division III team title, followed by Manchester. In the Central District, Lancaster girls won the district title, and Tays Valley girls earned their first trip to regional action. Full details are all available on our website. And make sure you visit our scoreboard page at LinterMedia.com for boys district soccer action from Saturday. You'll also find district volleyball matches scheduled for tonight on our scoreboard.
Speaking of volleyball, the District 14 Volleyball Coaches Association has named their all-district teams. The combined Division III and IV team has Addison Butts of Miami Trace as the Player of the Year and Panthers coach Doug Mace as the Coach of the Year. Division V is led by Wheelersburg's Gracie Perkins as Player of the Year and Kelsey Glockner as Coach of the Year. The combined Division VI and VII team sports South Webster's Addison Claxon as Player of the Year and Darcy Claxon as Coach of the Year. Are they related?
I'm going to guess mother-daughter.
That was my guess as well. The entire listing of players selected is on our website.
Litter Media Radio's football game of the week is taking us to the Huntington Hills Thursday night. Yes, I said Thursday night. They had trouble getting officials. That's been a problem across Ohio. We've been seeing this happen over the last 10 years, where they're having fewer and fewer referees, people willing to participate in that fashion. Older ones moving on to post-official life, and not enough youngins coming in to participate. So if you'd like to be an official, you just go get your education and boom, you're being yelled at on Friday nights. And I think that's part of it too.
How much education do you need to become a
there's training. You have to go through and learn all the signals. You have to make sure you have all the judgment calls and everything that you need to meet.
That sounds fun. Maybe I should do that.
Yeah, maybe you should. Of course, then I'd be back on the field shooting video all the time. The game was moved Thursday from Friday due to the shortage of officials. So we will have the broadcast starting at 6:50 this Thursday night. And football conference titles were decided last Friday with a share or an outright championship in the SVC, which would have been Unioto, Mid-State League Buckeye, which would have been Bloom Carroll, FAC, Jackson, SOC, which I believe is Wheelersburg. Is that? No, that's SOC 2. SOC 1 was Eastern. And the TVC is Athens, I believe, and the OVC might be Portsmouth, if I'm not mistaken on that. The SOC championship between Wheelersburg and Portsmouth West will be determined Friday in a winner-take-all game. The Yankees closed out the Cleveland Guardians season with a 5-2 win to win the American League Championship Series, 3-1. That moves them on to the World Series Friday, where they'll take on the Dodgers, who took the Mets last night 10-5 to win in 6, 4-2. This is the 12th time the Yankees and Dodgers have met in the series, which the first happened back in 1941. The Yanks lead that series 8-3. Just goes to show that money can buy championships.
Yes, it can. The Ohio Bobcats dropped their rivalry game against the Miami Redhawks on Saturday, 30-20. Miami has won 2 straight against the Bobcats, who are now 1-3 on the road this season. So looking to improve as the season goes on. OSU had the weekend off, and they'll face Nebraska this Saturday, but there were plenty of upsets on Saturday in college football. Top-ranked Texas fell 30-15 to Georgia. Tennessee dumped number 7 Alabama 24-17. Illinois handed Michigan their 3rd loss of the season, 21-7. And Indiana remains unbeaten with a 56-7 shucking of the Cornhuskers. Thank you, Mike Smith, for writing that line.
Mike Smith did not write that line.
He didn't?
I actually modified that line.
Well, then
Just
thank you.
for you.
Thank you.
Just for you.
That was a good line.
Thank you. Joe Burrow finally got a win in Cleveland as the Bengals took the Browns 21-14. Here you see, I believe that's Hendrickson, if I'm not mistaken. He hit the quarterback, and he's sitting there praying that the officials are not going to flag me for hitting him too late. Yeah. It turned out to be 2 penalties against the Browns. They cannot get out of their own way. They were flagged 10 times to Cincinnati's 3 times in this game yesterday. 21-14, the final. Cleveland lost quarterback Deshaun Watson to an Achilles tendon. It was obvious that it was an Achilles tendon, but they were dancing around it as best they could to say that it wasn't. And no one wanted to go on record, but it's been confirmed today thanks to an MRI. The backup Dorian Thompson-Robinson then left the game with a hand injury. That brings in emergency backup Jameis Winston, finishing the game, directing a late touchdown drive. Nick Chubb also returned to the field. He managed just 22 yards and 11 carries, but he did have a touchdown, which is kind of an emotional moment in Cleveland. The Browns will host Baltimore Sunday, while the Bengals host the Eagles.
Go Bengals.
And the Crew were 3-2 winners over the Red Bulls to close out the regular season. They're going to see each other again as the two will face each other October 29th to open the MLS playoffs at Lower.com Field. It's the best of 3 series. Game 2 will be November 3rd in New York. I assume they play in New York. I don't know if they play at East Rutherford, New Jersey or not.
No idea.
I can't attest to that.
Don't ask me any questions about soccer.
It seems like anything football-wise, or they built that facility there in East Rutherford, New Jersey, and they still maintain the New York name for all the clubs that play there, it seems. So, all right, coming up, we'll take a look at this state in history, and we're looking at New York City. Details coming up.
But first, Litter Quality Propane. There's no bill when there's a fill. Contact Litter Quality Propane today about our metered gas service at litterpropane.com.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Are you looking for a beer that satisfies your thirst and love of country? Armed Forces Brewing Company brews beer for patriots. Celebrate freedom with every sip. Armed Forces Brewing Company. Freedom never tasted so good.
Oopsie. We're back.
The man running controls is also running the tissues, and that caught him off guard for a moment. Welcome back to the program. Time to take a look at this in history. We're going to roll the clock back to 1959. New York City's Fifth Avenue. Thousands of people lined up outside a bizarrely shaped white concrete building that resembled a giant upside-down cupcake. It was opening day at the new Guggenheim Museum, home to one of the world's top collections of contemporary art. Mining tycoon Solomon R. Guggenheim became a serious art collector when he retired in the 1930s, and they put it all in this upside-down cupcake. Looks more like an upside-down wedding cake.
I was thinking it looks like a piano with stuff on top of it.
Ooh, it does look like maybe a flower pot of some sort.
Yeah.
Or an upside-down Devo hat.
Sure.
Do you remember Devo?
No.
Yeah.
Do you like art? Do you like art museums?
I'm trying to remember last time I was in an art museum, specific only to art. I've been to museums, but every museum has different things, and some have dinosaur skeletons and that sort of thing. But I can't remember if I've ever been to just even the Pump House Center for the Arts, that is an art gallery.
Right.
Not so much an art museum.
If you ever get the chance, go to the Los Angeles County Museum of Art. It's really cool. You know the painting of the pipe that says underneath it, "This is not a pipe"?
I am not familiar with that one, no.
It's a surrealist painting.
Yeah.
And I saw that there. That was pretty cool.
I see. I'd like to go and just see a bunch of Bob Ross paintings.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
I really like surrealist art. I find it fascinating.
Mm-hmm. I used to doodle as a kid and thought that there might be a future in basically becoming a cartoonist. And then I met some other people that were just super talented, and I'm like, there's no way I can do this.
Yeah.
I went to school with a kid, Jake. Forgive me, Jake, for not being able to remember your last name at this point. He used to draw superhero comics. Books. He drew those things and would sell them. Jake Hiles, I think, was his last name. And he was a talented artist. I don't know whatever happened to him. We were in junior high together, I believe. And so who knows if he still maintained that. But he was able to draw with all the shading on the muscles and everything that you see in Marvel Comics and DC Comics. He just was able to do that.
Did he have his own characters, or did he draw like established
he created
characters?
his own characters. The closest I ever got was Captain Astroblitz. He was pretty cool.
What were his powers?
He had all powers.
Well, that seems kind of unfair.
It was unfair. That's why he was Captain Astroblitz.
Okay.
Yeah. Even had a space shuttle type thing that I put together.
Well, why would he need that if he can fly?
Not everybody can fly with him.
I suppose.
If he had a love interest, he would have to have her with him in the cockpit to take off.
Right.
Only Captain Astroblitz could do.
I've never been able to draw anything. I'm terrible.
Dan Jr. was pretty good, but then life took him to other routes. And so now we sit and we doodle with Miss Amelia, and it's kind of fun.
I saw one on your Facebook the other day.
Did you see that?
That she drew of you and her?
Actually, that was pre-drawn.
Oh, it was?
And it was faceless, and it was just the body shapes. And so she did the drawing of eyeglasses and hair and all that kind of stuff.
Well, there was a lack of hair.
Her hair.
Yes.
Mine, she had nothing to worry about with hair.
Right.
But it's fun to sit down. Never thought having a grandkid would be so cool. The grandkids that we adopted along the way were much older. They were 13 and 7, I believe, when we first met them. And so didn't get a chance to really watch one grow up from baby size. And we've done that with Amelia. It's been kind of cool. It's almost like watching Dan Jr. again.
Yeah.
Starting the cycle, so to speak. So And now we're trying to do the things that we didn't get to do with him
Right.
because we were so busy building careers. And now that we're older, it's like, we're slowing down and enjoying the grandkids. All right. One of these days you'll have a kid, and then you'll be
Not anytime soon.
You'll be grandpa.
Not anytime
at some point in
soon.
time. So you've got a whole 40 years ahead of you to enjoy that.
What's traffic lights saying? Can you read that?
That's the Browns for you, he says.
So no comment on the Skyline chili ice cream.
I don't see that. I see I got you on Taze Valley at Big Walnut. He's making the trip up to Sunbury. I've made that trip before, many times, as Chillicothe used to play Big Walnut.
Right.
So enjoy the Big Nut. You got to go up, 71 to 336, and then make your way over to the eastern portion of I-71. Have fun, traffic light sports, and thanks for participating with us this year.
Yes.
I think we're at the end of the road here.
I think we are.
Okay.
We've run out of things to
Leveled
say.
out.
Yeah.
We do have a special edition scheduled for today. We're not sure if it's going to be live or if we're going to have to pre-record it, but it surrounds the Maid Rally, which is coming up this Friday in downtown Chillicothe. Later in the week, don't forget, the Halloween Parade is coming up on Saturday. I will be fortunate to get to MC that for those of you that will be coming to the Ross County Courthouse, and you'll be able to hear what we have to say as we describe everybody going by, and the fire engines will be blasting their sirens.
Yes. Will I be there?
I don't know yet.
Okay. Just let me know.
Are you on the physically unable to perform list still?
I'm sure I'll be fine Saturday.
Okay. We hope so anyway. I don't want this cold to stretch out.
No.
Yeah, not at all. All right, that's it for today's program. Thank you so much for those watching here on Facebook as well as YouTube, but also listening on Litter Media Radio. We'll talk to you soon with another edition of Litter Media Live.